We thank you, Master.
Wanted to take the throne of his father away from him, and how God dealt with him. This story makes us understand that it is not right to fight against God's people. It doesn't matter the relationship you have with them. They will be your closest pal, but if they carry the grace of God upon their lives, they are dangerous to deal with. They can even be your brother. They can be some people that you really know, people that you flow with. And at times, in the midst of getting familiar with some things, we are tempted to think that we can handle them anyhow. And we got to know that David happened to be the crown king of Israel, the king that was anointed not by man, but anointed by the Lord. The Bible makes us understand how God, even in the midst of the chaos that was happening in Israel, in the midst of the fact that the attention of the king had shifted from God to other things, God had to call his prophet Samuel, and the Bible said he directed him to a particular location, even to the house of Jesse, the Bethlehemite. And he said, go and anoint me a king. It means that he is not just an ordinary king, he is my king. He is not just a man I want to pick up for him to reign. It is not by reason of the cry of the people. I have decided even to raise up a king that will reign over the people of Israel. So David was a man that was chosen by the Lord. He was a man that was also anointed by the Lord. He carried the hand of the Lord upon his life. And when Absalom decided to rise up against David, thinking that it was his own father, the Bible said he ended up dying. I pray for somebody this morning that whosoever will contend and battle with what God wants to do in your life, may those people end up in shame. Is somebody here with me? Anybody that will try to fight against what the Lord has established in your life, I make a decree over your life that the Lord will put them to shame. You will not fight your own fight. I feel like preaching to somebody here. You will not get involved in a battle that has to do with your strength. The Bible says it is not by might, neither is it by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord. I pray that God will bring us to a place this year as we are folding up the month of January. I pray that January will end with the Lord fighting your battles for you. January will end with the Lord defeating your enemies for you. January will end with God granting you all your needs without struggle. The Bible said the blessing of the Lord maketh rich, and he added by saying he added no sorrow. I make a prophetic word over your life this morning. I make this pronouncement that this year, as you have started, may the Lord cause you to access a struggle-free blessing. Lift up your hands and shout, I believe and I receive. Very interestingly, we got to know that Absalom that decided to deal with his own father, Absalom that decided to mess up his own father's life and made life uncomfortable. We can recall Absalom sitting at particular strategic locations, even distracting the people that were meant to enter the palace. He would meet them and he would begin to judge their cases instead of the cases getting to the father. There are people who are meant to be detractors in your life. They will stand in the way and not allow things that are meant to come to you to come to you. Before I preach the word of God for you today, I made this decree over your life in the year 2012. Anybody that will stand in your way, the Lord will deal with them. Anybody that will try to take your glory, heaven will deal with them wherever they are. Anybody that will try to be an impediment and blockage to that which divinity has decided to perform in your life, I pray that they will not see the other side of life, but the hand of the Lord shall prevail and you will have victory. If you believe it, shout and dig amen. Let me read from the verse number 18 for a better understanding. So 2 Samuel 18:18, and then we'll pray. Help me, Lord. Now Absalom in his lifetime had taken and reared up for himself a pillar, which is in the king's dale. For he said, I have no son to keep my name in remembrance. And he called the pillar after his own name, and it is called, let me take it again, I have no son to keep my remembrance. And he called the pillar after his own name, and it is called unto this day Absalom's place. Alright, that is to refresh your memory of the personality we are dealing with before we got here. Verse number 19. Then said Ahimaaz. Ahimaaz means the son of Angar. Then said Ahimaaz, the son of Zadok, let me now run and bear the king's tidings, how that the Lord have avenged him of his enemies. Take notice of this. Don't lose me at all, because I'm writing on something very interesting. Let me take it again. Then said Ahimaaz, the son of Zadok, let me now run and bear the king's tidings, how that the Lord hath avenged him of his enemies. Verse 20. Then Joab said unto him, thou shalt not bear tidings this day. Thou shalt not bear tidings this day, but thou shalt bear tidings another day. But this day thou shalt bear no tidings. Now it is very interesting. He kept